What'd you think of that fight last night?
I knew this was gonna happen because I said the only way Devin's gonna win is by decision, right? But if Ryan, and I mean, I have a lot of interviews that I said if Ryan catches him with that left hook, I know Haney because we did the same shit to him in sparring, and he lied about that shit. In the Mike Tyson show, if you put Mike Tyson, Teofimo Lopez, you'll see that shit.
Okay.
When Devin Haney goes on the phone, I wasn't invited in.
Damn.
They didn't invite me in. It was only my son. But when Mike Tyson put Devin Haney on the phone, he started fucking lying. I said, fuck that shit. And I came and I went inside the set and I grabbed my chair and I sat down.
Uh-huh.
And then I started telling him, bro, you know what we did to you, you know? And I mean, you can't even count that because at that time, Devin was probably 16 and my son was probably like 7. No, wait. Devin was probably like 15 and my son probably was 17 because I think he's like 2 years older, right?
Uh-huh.
We was going at 6 rounds, right? We set it up for 6 rounds. He did pretty good the first day. You know, both of them did good. Devin couldn't stop talking, bro. That kid just keeps on talking.
Who's this?
You know, Devin Haney. When we
Devin. Devin wouldn't stop talking?
Yeah. He wouldn't stop talking while he was sparring.
Damn.
My son. Like, it was a really heated sparring.
And you said Tio almost put him down?
No. The first day, Devin did really good. And my son, too. You know what I'm saying? Nobody hurt each other. They were just boxing. The second day, that kid had an entourage. I'm not lying, bro. Because we was with Floyd Sr. and everybody, you know, because that's when Floyd Sr. was training him.
Mm-hmm.
No, I really, truly believe that's his trainer. That was his best trainer.
Right.
I'm going to my car, and this kid got like 10 cars following, bro. Damn. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they were already made for money.
Right.
You know?
Right.
You know, Bill Haney has a bad reputation that I want to talk about. That's his life. That's his private life. I don't want to get into that shit.
Okay.
That's not my concern. But the kid was already served with all the luxuries. You know what I'm saying? Tank wouldn't be Tank if it wasn't for Floyd.
Right.
He would have just been an average fighter.
Yeah,
you know?
Floyd helped a lot.
Tank is only one world title at 135. Look where he's at now. And you're not going to tell me he would have never made it without Floyd.
Yeah, Floyd helped. So you saw Ryan, you predicted he's going to knock out Devin.
No, I did not predict that. I said Devin gets hit because I know Devin is chinny. Because in the sparring match, the second day, that we went to spar, my son, it was close, you know? But going into the 5th round, my son tells me, watch what I'm going to do to this motherfucker. Mm-hmm. So when Devin threw that jab, my son slipped to the side. If you ever seen him, if you ever see my son, he has that movement when he goes to the side and he just comes up with that uppercut. He cracked him. So when he cracked him, he hit him like 30 times, the bell rang, and he started wobbling like he did with Linares.
Right.
Remember? Yeah.
So
then his father stopped it. And I said, fuck that shit. No way. We bring him in. We said 6 rounds. Damn. We was at Floyd Mayweather's gym. And his father said, no, he's not coming out. And I said, all right, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Because I said, he's talking a lot of shit. So let him back it up.
Right.
So what happened was he went down the ring. We out there, we went, my son took off his headgear and everything. He's over here sitting down. The kid stood there sitting down until we left with his headgear on, his gloves on, like he was about to cry. Right? So me and Floyd Sr. comes up to me and he goes, your son is a champion. And then I said, I know he's going to be a champion. He said, no, he could be a champion now. Damn. You know, Floyd Sr. was very surprised. So we talking, everybody talking. And this kid is still sitting in the corner with all his gear on. I don't fucking lie, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I told him, if you're a man, fucking say it, bro. It does. I mean, like, if my son fucks up, I'm gonna say it. He got his ass whooped. But he was saying that he whooped my son.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why these guys walk around like that, and they're fake. That's why I always said this when they chose us, you know, because they saw the fight with my son in the Olympics for the, you know, when we fought for Honduras, because my son won the Olympic trials.
Mm.
And since 1904, they did him wrong because IAVA took over, and they had other tournaments where they pulled out guys with United States should have never fucking let that shit happen.
Right.
You let other people dictate who was the best fighters. That's why you never have champions in USA. Rarely, right. You know what I'm saying? Because they send their favorites. So they had Carlos Balderas, right? So they had already promoted this kid with Under Armour. They put a lot of money in this kid, Carlos Balderas. I don't know if you know who he is.
No.
All right. You don't know who he is because he got fucked up like in his first 5 fights. So Carlos Balderas was the dream guy. He was supposed to be the next Oscar de la Hoya. I mean, I could write a fucking book on my life, bro. You know, we've been through a lot of shit that, you know, I probably don't have time to talk about it. Yeah, but I'm coming out with a biography about our life, what we had to go through. You know, I got a conviction because I did an R&R. You know, an R&R in jail means that you let yourself go on your own release. But you in those days, I didn't know what that meant. So that means that you're willing to say that you was guilty, but the crime is not that high, so they let you go.
Okay.
So I did an R&R. I didn't want to be locked up in there.
Yeah, something
I was for like 7 days. Huh?
Something recognizance, right?
Yeah, RR. I know it's called RR.
Yeah, something recognizance.
But I know the first word is release on your own.
Release on your own recognizance. There we go.
That's exactly. So I signed it, and that shit came and fucking they got me 21 years later on that shit. Because they looked for a way to fucking get rid of me because I was the most hated. I mean, and I'm still the most hated coach, you know, because of the way I talk. But just in Florida hated me. Because the best kids down there was only 4. It was damn, let me see. It was I forgot their names now, man. But it was 4 kids that was good. Fernando Vargas was one of them. You know, one of the kids that represented the USA. And yeah, we never fought him because he was always a little bit weight down, or a little bit is up or something. But we never got to fight him. But that kid beat everybody in Florida.
Okay.
You know, so it was Antonio Williams. Okay. You ever heard of him?
No.
Yeah, okay. So Antonio Williams, yeah, they're not active now. I don't know if they're still fighting, you know. Then it was Lawrence Newton.
Okay.
It was Antonio Williams and Antonio Vargas and my son. Those were the best, and those were the best fighters in Florida. You know.
Okay.
My son lost to Antonio Williams and to Lawrence. Like they were like half and half.
I did a video on an old sparring clip between Tank and Teo. Teo must have been what, 15?
Yeah.
How old was he?
That day, Antonio Williams was there and Lawrence Newton. Okay. And Tank fucked the shit out of these kids. And Tank was like 8-0 and you know, with 8 knockouts.
He was a pro.
Yeah, he was supposed to take it easy on these kids, you know what I'm saying?
Haney was saying that he wanted Teo next. Now, obviously, that's not happening.
That's not going to happen.
Is Ryan...
That guy is traumatized for what we did to him.
He is, but does Ryan... Would you guys fight Ryan?
Before I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? Badly. You know, especially when my son turned down the $1.5 million they were offering him like a couple months ago.
Okay.
And And my son says, I ain't fucking worth no 1.5. They're trying to fucking, they're trying to degrade me, and they're trying to fuck with me, and I'm not gonna fight for free, dad, no more. And what happened was he didn't know that he was gonna get a 43% out of the fucking pay-per-view buys.
Damn.
So that would have been a big fight for him. He would have probably got $20 million, or 15 million, or whatever it was.
Right.
So I spoke with my manager, David McWhorter. David McWhorter has about 22 fighters, and none of them has done nothing even close to what my son is doing. We made him manager of the year in 2020.
Yeah, he's a cool dude.
Yes, he's running up to me. He's telling me, Junior, nobody has ever talked to me. Everybody ignored me. Now everybody's talking to me, right? So like he's feeling proud about that, And to me, I don't give a fuck about that shit. If you see me, I'm never like next to a celebrity and my son. I let my son take pictures with celebrity, with everything like that. I don't look for that. I fucking protect my son. I love him. And if I talk like that, a lot of people are like, oh, he wants to be him. He living his life through him. The shit that he couldn't do. He wants to live his life through his son. I am not like that.
Nah. So
never expected this.
So you wanted to fight him, but now you don't?
Yeah, because I feel like Ryan is special. Like, I hate the way he boxes. It's not a really pretty way, especially when he tries to do that shoulder roll shit.
Right.
But I respect him as a fighter because he's a real one. Before I thought he was fake, but he's a real one. He's willing to fight the best.
So now you do. So you do want to fight him, or you don't?
No, we want to fight him. But the way he talks is just like my son. Remember, we started this shit.
Right.
With the religion and all this sex trafficking shit and Illuminati and people like trying to get to him. You know what I'm saying? And he said that shit in his house when he should have never let fucking ESPN go into our lives.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You keep that shit to yourself. I was so pissed at him when he did that. Because you know why? They're not. You remember an episode where they're talking to him, and I'm telling him, bro, you didn't lose, bro. Stop talking like that. And
you were telling him.
And I told him not to fucking record that, not to put it up. And they still put it up with Mark Kriegel.
Kriegel, yeah, yep.
Yes. So Mark Kriegel, I went to his house. We loved him, bro. We thought that he was a real dude. But Mark Kriegel does what the fuck they tell him to do. He's like a puppet. So he has to fucking talk shit about my son. And my son doesn't fucking... My son hold grudges. That's the bad thing about him.
Okay.
And the night of the fight with Jermaine Ortiz, they went to the locker room and they asked him, listen, Mark Kriegel wants to interview you before you go in. And my son said, fuck no. I'm not going to give him that.
Okay.
I'm not going to give him that because that guy is fake. That guy talks bad about me all the time. And why should I do it, Dad? And I say, you fucking burning bridges. You shouldn't be doing that. You know what I'm saying? You have to stop it because that's not good. And I don't care about what they try to do to us or whatever it is. I don't do it for that. I do it because I want him to be a respectful man. Right. To let shit go.
So I'm kind of confused though. So would you want to fight Ryan next, or you'd rather not?
We want to, and we will make it happen. The thing is that Ryan's not gonna fight us because Ryan's going up to 147. He talks just like my son.
Oh.
And what they were calling him, crazy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is happening, bro. Everything is changing in the world. Right. It's a lot of ugly shit happening, especially in Gaza and with Hamas and all this bullshit with the Palestinian can't get along with they want to kill each other. They teach the kids from early age to hate them, and they do the same thing in Israel. So they both doing the same shit. They were getting really close in 1948 when they signed. The peace treaty where they could live and let everything go. But the problem with this shit is like a lot of people don't understand. If you live under a government that gives you food whenever they want to give it to you, or cut your water, and then you have to take these fucking ugly roads and not be part of that, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that what they did on October 17 or whatever it was, what I don't know the date, was it October 7th or 8th? When they started killing everybody.
I don't know.
I'm talking about the Hamas people.
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know about that? The whole world knows.
I mean, I
about
know,
that.
but I don't remember dates or anything like that.
Yeah, I don't remember the date, but it happened about 7-8 months ago, or maybe it could even be a year.
Right.
They knew that Israel was going to retaliate.
Right.
So why you gotta do that? Like kill innocent people, man. You know. But you know what? At the same time, I don't blame them, because when you live in they just want to be free, bro. They want to be able to work and make the same money, go through the same roads that they go through, you know, and they're not allowed to do that. So you're creating enemies, especially when you blowing some kid's father up, and the kid sees it. You know, what's gonna happen? They're gonna grow up hating Israel.
There's a lot of bad things
that doesn't work.
Listen, Coach, I gotta jump off in a second, but let me just ask you before I jump off, and I appreciate you talking to me.
We do want to fight Ryan Garcia, but what I'm trying to tell you is that I found out about him. I didn't like him before, but the kid talks the truth.
Okay,
so
then
it's like putting two angels together to fight.
Right. Okay,
you
so then
what I'm trying to...
Right, and he's going to 47. So then, who are you going to fight next? And then
my son even told me we wanted to fight fucking Terrence Crawford, and everybody's laughing at that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's so funny and so laughable, bro, that this guy was in medicals waiting for my son to come out.
Okay.
I came in when I saw the freaking cops pulling him away.
Right. So okay. So
that would have got ugly. That would have got ugly. Because we're in the boxing world. We got nothing against Terrence Crawford. We just want to fight him. Get an opportunity.
Crawford's who you want next.
My son wants to show the world who he is.
Okay.
You see, my son is the kind of kid that likes to prove everybody wrong.
Right. Okay.
What he did to Josh Taylor, nobody has ever done that to him.
That's true.
You know, that was an amazing fight, because he listened to me. It was an amazing fight.
He definitely, when it's the biggest stage, he performs amazing. That's a fact.
No, he performs amazing whenever it is. Big stage, not big stage, or whatever. It's what it is with him is what he's thinking at that moment. You know what I'm saying? Because that's why they call him that he's very mentally minded, not right. He's crazy, right? To the things he says. You know, he believes a lot in God and Jesus. He reads the Bible every day. He likes to read a lot, so he knows a lot. You know, he's an amazing kid, but he's not a bad kid.
No,
you know.
He is. He's a cool kid.
But Crawford takes it like, I don't know how these people take it. Like back in the days when everybody want to fight the best, you know, we will do it. But he's looking at my son like, yo, go fight with the little boys. You're not at my level, you know?
Yeah. No,
so,
I mean,
so prove it.
Yeah. I'd like to see that fight. I mean,
listen to me. He's way faster than Crawford. Crawford is already getting too old. We don't want him at 39. We don't want him at 40. We want him now. You know, and I even told Crawford, you know, not to him, but in interviews, I said, yo, if you think my son is too small or whatever it is, so just do it.
Right.
I want to see my son get his ass kicked. I want to see that.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? For real.
Maybe they'll
my son don't fucking play around. He really wants to fight this dude.
Yeah,
we have given him offers.
Maybe they will. Hopefully they will.
Yeah, I tell you who the fuck will fight him. Pitbull Cruz will fight him, because Pitbull Cruz got balls.
Yeah,
I respect him for that.
He does.
You know, in the whole division, he's probably the only one that could probably take that fight. And you know what? And his promoters and his managers are not gonna allow it, because right now the kid is hot. You know what I'm saying? So they're bringing him up really slowly.
Yeah. They
You
want to match
you
him
know
better.
that fight with Rolando. Rolando started fighting at 17 years old, bro. He was a freaking judo fighter, whatever the hell he
Right.
is. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
No, I know.
And you could tell he can't fight. You
I know.
know,
Yeah.
and that's
Oh,
why that fight happened. A lot
oh,
of guys want to fight, man. Like I believe Tank wants to fight my son. I believe all these fighters want to fight my son, but they don't let them. You
right.
know, and
Well,
that's killing the sport.
I know, man. It really is, especially in that division. Like nobody's fighting anybody. It sucks.
Yeah, look at Ryan Garcia. He's fighting these guys without being able to. Ryan got not one belt.
I know.
My son is holding 2 linear belts.
I know. It's crazy.
People don't talk about that shit. You know?
Yep.
How you gonna call Ryan Garcia the best 140-pounder out there when he hasn't faced my son?
Yeah, exactly.
It's lies.
Yeah, no. Well, hopefully that'll be next. Hopefully,
My son is 11-time world champion.
well,
11 times.
Hopefully they
He
meet
didn't lose.
next.
He didn't. I'm saying it because Josh Taylor didn't lose to nobody. He just let the belts go.
Right. That's true.
But he held the lenient belt, and we beat him, and badly. And they wanted to rob us. 113, 115, 113, 115. Come on, man. You know, that was crazy.
Hey, listen, Coach,
I must have winning almost every round, huh?
Coach, I got to jump off. I appreciate you talking to me.
No, I like. Listen, to me, it's an honor to talk to you because I love the way you talk, you know, and keep it real, bro. Don't let nobody intimidate you to say things that are not real because you're gonna. At the end of the day, karma's gonna hit you.
Of course.
That's why I talk to Moonshine because Moonshine's a real dude. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't care. You know, he says the truth.
Yeah. Nah, for
you
real.
know what I'm saying? And that's why I like Moonshine. And that's the only guy I give interviews to.
Well,
you know,
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
I appreciate
you like probably the second guy. I did an interview with Hans. I don't know if you know him. Hans Fight Hype, I think it is.
No.
But yeah, that's about it. And then you. And I'm coming back. And I'm coming back.
Let's talk soon again, man. I appreciate you.
Yeah, I'm coming back because I'm not gonna stay quiet no more. We need to press these people, bro, to let the real fights happen.
For sure.
You know, Tank has been getting away with a lot of things that he's not supposed to, because he's living off Floyd's hand. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And very disrespectful guy because his career has become his career because of Floyd, and he doesn't respect him. You know, that's not good. You can't fuck with the person that's feeding you. That's you know, that put you where you're at in that level. Yeah, I know you gotta go, man. God bless you, bro.
Right,
Don't miss the fight June 29th. We fight. Yeah. We fight a guy that's number 7, I think, in the WBO. I don't know what ranking he is. And
let's talk after that fight, or maybe before, whatever.
Yeah, it's gonna be an amazing fight because that guy comes to fight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's where my son shows his skills.
Everybody tune into it June 20th. All right, Coach, man. Thank you again.
You got it, man. And God bless you, bro. Keep on doing what you're doing, man. You're doing a great job.
Thank you, man.
Take care. Peace.
Yo.